Today, EHN Extra is talking to David Horrocks. David is an independent environmental health consultant. Hello, David.
Hi, Will.
So, David, when did you qualify in environmental health?
I qualified in the dim, dark distance past, the 1976,
Wow.
after doing 4 years on a day release course at Salford College of Technology. I trained with Burnley Borough Council in the north of England.
You're from Burnley, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I was born in Burnley, and so it was my hometown that I trained with immediately after leaving school.
So, as a consultant, do you work on your own or do you work with other people?
I work essentially on my own, but I also work as an associate with other companies, other consultancies, such as the Temple Group. Mark Southwood, who is an EHP by profession.
Okay.
I do quite a bit of work with him, some high-profile stuff as well for organisations like DEFRA in producing guidance for local authorities on noise and odour control, all manner of stuff I've done through Mark's company.
Must be very hard to keep up to speed on all the environmental health disciplines in everything.
Yeah, people say that. I don't actually think it is that difficult. If you've got a pretty solid grounding, if you attend enough seminars, if you keep in check by reading journals like EHP and the EHN, I think it's actually not as difficult as people make out to keep on top of the various different scientific issues that cover environmental health.
You wear different hats. You act for members of the public, you act for businesses, you act for local authorities. So isn't that a problem for you, David, or wouldn't that be a problem for some other people?
I think you need certain personality traits. You certainly need an open mind. But I don't have a particular problem with that, because at the end of the day, I'm working on behalf of clients in the pursuit of issues that relate to public health, the protection of public health, whether that be a local authority who needs assistance to overcome a problem, whether it be representing a company that's in negotiations with a local authority over a problem, again, to get the best solution. Or in the case of the Thompson holiday case, where I was representing over 1,000 clients who'd suffered significant injustice by going on holiday and becoming seriously ill.
Oh, that's interesting. I wanted to talk about that. Because I believe you were recently involved in a major... Well, I know because we reported it. It was a major group litigation involving a tour company, wasn't it?
It was. It was probably the biggest case that's been litigated against tour operators in this country. There were something like 1,100 claimants that the law firm Irwin Mitchell were involved in representing against a number of tour operators, but principally TUI, Thompson's.
Okay.
And they commissioned me as an expert in health and hygiene to undertake an investigation.
The defendants, Thompson's or the...
I acted for the claimants, for the
claimants.
group of people who'd become sick on holiday.
So the prospect of appearing in the High Court must be quite daunting, I imagine.
Not really. Again, because of the experience I'd amassed in 20 years working as an EHP in local government, where I'd been involved in a huge number of cases at virtually all levels, magistrates court, county court, and indeed the High Court. So, yeah, it didn't really faze me.
So you've been there before?
Yeah, I have.
There have been lots of changes in environmental health over the past few years and recently in the legislation and the political landscape. Where do you see the profession going, David, particularly in local government?
I look at the landscape, and I'm very grateful that I'm no longer in environmental health department in local government.
Yeah, or what's left of?
Well, I think that it's fair to say that the profession, the service, environmental health services have been emasculated in the last 10, 15 years. And I think it's particularly sad that what's starting to emerge, in my opinion, in environmental health services nowadays is an overcautious box-ticking approach to the job, where the individual professional discretion and judgment of a highly trained EHP is sometimes being surrendered to the greater ethos of the box tick. And I think it's sad, because what that's going to mean inevitably is that innovation and an imaginative approach to problem solving is going to be squeezed out. And the brightest and the best inevitably are going to be driven out of local government and into the private sector.
So despite the doom and gloom there are still lots of opportunities in environmental health.
Absolutely right. I mean, there are more and more job opportunities opening up each year in the private sector for capable people. And there's no question about it, there are still a huge number of very, very capable well-trained, well-motivated EHPs in local government, and if the private sector offers opportunities for them to realise their ambitions and their potential, then so be it. And I think those opportunities are available today for anyone who's so motivated.